Hey guys, Mark the Gardener here, and I thought since it was in the middle of spring growing season that I'd give you guys a tour of the homestead and maybe give you a sneak preview on some future videos coming up. So let's get started. Alright, so coming in the front gate here, first thing we got here on the right, we have some spinach and lettuce. And I planted this direct sowed from seed, and honestly, came out pretty good. Nice shady spot for it right here. Delicious. Got some extra plants donated to me from different sources. Gotta put these in the ground soon. Over here, we got this is gonna be the pollinator patch. We got corn coming in right here, and we got some potatoes, which I'm growing Ruth Stout style method. Just buried them in hay. Starting to poke out. See right there? Of course, can't forget this lilac tree sitting above everything. It's just starting to lose its flowers, but it is huge, it is beautiful, it has tons of buds, and the smell, amazing. Now on to the main section of the garden. So this first in-ground bed here, which was actually the one I dug for the 15-minute garden bed video, we have peas and beans. So I got the peas that are gonna be climbing up these trellises, these stakes, and we got some beans, which are bush beans, around right in the center there. Moving on to this other 15-minute bed, we have some celery, and onto this longer one right here, we have, well, it's a little bit of an experiment, so I'm gonna be growing these sunflowers, which are popping up right now, and I'm going to be trying to be growing cucumbers that will climb up the sunflowers, so we'll see how that goes. And over here we got the peach tree filling in nicely, and of course we have the tomato trellis, which these tomatoes honestly made a nice comeback. We had a bad frost a few days ago, but these tomatoes, man, they survived. They didn't care that it was frosting out. The one that we had the branch snap on isn't doing too good. It's starting to grow some new suckers below the snap, but this little section up here is still holding on. And of course on this side we have some more determinate tomatoes that I put in cages, just with some overflow plantings, you know, and I've sprinkled some basil seeds throughout this, so maybe we'll get some random basil. Onto this bed we have two other determinate tomatoes. We got some zinnias in the center, and all around it we have the pepper forest, which is sad to say about half of the pepper forest, pretty much from here to here, has died in the frost. But that's why I have those replacement plants over there, so we'll be planting those out soon. Got some mint here to help keep the pests away. The onions and garlic are looking very nice, very big, very healthy. And in here we have wild strawberry, which these plants weren't doing too good for a while, but they honestly just popped off and they're getting pretty big. I am very excited for those. Now, let's see, we have a success story and a sad story. Let's start with the sad story. So, I had a different type of squash in each of these grow bags. And unfortunately, as you can see, the frost completely killed them, which no big deal. They weren't too big yet. I just sprouted some, put some new seeds in, and squash seeds germinate very quickly, so I'm not too concerned about this. I'll get plenty of squash out of this once the time comes. Now over here we have the root crop bed. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 8 different types of root crops. We got some turnips over here, 2 different types of radishes and more turnips, and lots of carrots and beets. I've been pulling radishes every day as well as turnips because they are huge, but I am very excited. This is looking very healthy, and I'm gonna be pulling stuff out of this bed every day. I'm very excited. And over here we have the strawberry bed. So some of the bare root strawberries I did in my strawberry video finally kind of popped out of the ground here. but a lot of them were not that healthy, did not make it. So I had to supplement them with some store-bought strawberry plants, which are these 3 right here. But this will fill out really big, really nice, and I'm very excited for this. But speaking of strawberries, one thing I forgot to show you was these strawberries right here. This is the 3-year-old strawberry bucket from my strawberry video. Look at the amount of flowers on this thing. This is crazy. So I was not expecting these plants to throw up so many fruit for being so old, but within a few weeks, we're gonna be popping with strawberries. I am very excited. All right, onto the herb bed, which seems to be popping off nicely. We did lose some little sproutlings in the frost, but everything seems to be good. The only thing that seems to be suffering was the globe basil, but everything else grew in very nice. And over here in the back shady corner, we got some blueberries, a very, very sad lupin. And over here we have a kiwi, 2 raspberry stalks, canes, and an elderberry bush in the corner that will be growing. It's actually starting to sprout. And this is gonna be kind of like the berry fruit corner. So hopefully this grows in really nicely. I haven't grown any of these things before, but we will see. Onto the back balcony, we have some overflow seedlings and other plants. Got this kale that got absolutely huge in this container. And then over here, the last part I'll talk about, we have the wild zone, I call it. I just kind of threw whatever back here. We got wildflower seeds, we got onions, we got garlic, we got marigolds, we even got tomatoes and strawberries, all sorts of stuff. Celery, alyssum. I'm just excited to see how this will look once everything grows in. It's gonna be really sweet. All right guys, so that's the garden so far. Hope you kind of like took everything in, and hopefully you understand kind of what I'm going for here with as far as like the design of everything. And I am very excited to see this all grow in, and hopefully it does. It's always cool to see the progress of things happen from when they start to where they finish. So that's why I kind of wanted to do this video, just to kind of show you where everything is at right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Mark the Gardener signing off, and keep on growing.